Hello, hot messes! Today's question comes to us from Cassmans. What do you do if your roommate is homophobic and you're gay and you haven't told them yet, so you have no love life? Living with a roommate is already tough, as we've discussed in several of my other videos, but this is an ultra special situation where it's extremely shitty. Today I'm going to give you guys 4 pieces of advice for dealing with being gay or just not straight in a college environment, and also addressing this specific comment. Tip number 1, if your school has an LGBT center or a club for gender and sexuality minorities, you should definitely check that out. Not only is it a good place to find out about resources at your school or teachers who are really gay friendly who could help you out with things, it could also be a potential place to meet people to date or even just hang out with. This is a place where you could probably meet people who will have your back and have common experiences with you. So if your school doesn't have a club like this, maybe look online and see if there's one anywhere in your area. Maybe you have to take a bus 40 minutes, but I bet it would probably be worth it. Tip number 2, consider moving out. Homophobia is a really dangerous thing to mess with, so even if your roommate seems like the type who just throws around slurs or occasionally says that something's so gay and doesn't seem like they're actually dangerous, it's not really an environment you want to be in. If this is a roommate you found yourself because you live in a house or an apartment or an area shared with other people, consider finding a subleaser. Consider doing what you have to do to get out of there. You shouldn't have to feel afraid or uneasy, and especially not in your own house. Tip number 3, if you live in a dorm or another type situation where you didn't pick your roommate and you're kind of stuck there, talk to your RA. That's what they're there for. They can help in a lot of ways, the very least of which is putting you in contact with other people who can help you out, counselors or advisors. They could also likely find you a better place to live. They could talk to your roommate about these issues you've been having. They could talk to your roommate with you so that you can sense if there's going to be any tension about this topic. I'm just a random girl on the internet. I'm not telling you to come out or do anything you're not comfortable with, but you shouldn't have to feel nervous in the room where you sleep. This is not on you, this is on your roommate. And finally, tip number 4, talk to a counselor or an advisor at your school. They have access to resources specific to your area. They might know about clubs or things that aren't broadcasted in brochures or online. They might be able to help you make choices based on the details of your specific situation. And if you actually feel like this other person is getting in the way of you living your own life, they can help you take action. So hopefully that helped you guys out. This is a really broad topic with a lot of intricacies and a lot of delicate issues in it. So if you have any advice for the commenter or other people, leave that below, especially if you have experience with LGBT issues or anything related to that. And if you have any questions or topic suggestions for future videos, leave them below as well. I'll see you guys next week.